If you're new here, welcome to My Scars, My Identity, where we find ability in disability. Here with me is someone who has gone through both physical and emotional scars, and she was able to conquer and survive, and also create a healing space for those getting through different, who are going through different traumas, and remind them that there is still hope. Today, she's going to tell us her story. Before we proceed, I am Judith Peter, and I'm here with
Jamila Yahya. Thank you for having me.
welcome. How are you before everything changed?
I was a free and hopeful person. I had dreams. I I have confidence. I never thought I'm going to go through something in my life that is going to change how I see myself and how I see the world.
What dreams did you have growing up?
I wanted to be seen, to be heard, and be somebody impactful. I was, you know, this thing that comes with childhood. I have so many things that I want to do. Even though I don't understand the whole thing yet,
Yeah.
I have them in mind.
When did your life begin to change?
My life began to change after my surgery, and everything shifted after my surgery.
How did that moment affect you?
I would say that moment was one of the hardest part of my life.
Definitely.
That moment, everything changed. How I think, how I see things, and I asked God so many questions at that moment. Why me? Out of my siblings, why did He pick me to be like this? Out of everyone. And in those period, I was the one with disability in any gathering I found myself. And in my primary school, I was denied prefect.
I'm sure that hurt a lot.
Yes, I was denied prefect because of my
Disability.
disabilities, and the same thing happened in my secondary school. So that really bring me down. That brings some kind of questions to my head, and I say, okay, is it that I am not worthy to lead? I'm not worthy to lead because of my disabilities. So that was the hardest moment of my life.
How did your experience change you?
My experience changed the way I see life, changed the way I see things, changed the way I think towards things. It made me who I am today due to the experience, and it made me know how to balance living with people, not, building myself above what people think about me.
Very
Yes.
essential. Did you struggle with confidence?
Of course, definitely.
I'm sure you did.
I struggle with confidence, like because of my experiences with people. There are certain things you do, and they'll be like, "Why are you doing this?"
She's not supposed to be up there.
Yes. I remember when we were graduating in my secondary school. Although I was never being bullied, but with the experience I have with seniors and some of my classmates at that time, the senior said something that was funny, and I laughed. She was like, "Why are you laughing?" That thing dropped a mindset in my head. Okay, I'm not supposed to laugh while others are laughing. I remember I was picked out of many students that were making noise, and they beat me up because I was making noise, and he made ridicule of me that the whole class laughed at me. So that brings up another mindset in my head that, like, oh, I'm not supposed to make noise while others are making noise.
Made you feel alone.
Yes.
Were you afraid of people's opinions?
I was afraid of people rejection. In fact, people opinion hold me down for chasing my dreams. What they'll say, how they'll say it, what if I fail, everything. I was afraid of rejection and all of that. So, but now, I think I'm over that.
Yes. Wow. Why did you stop hiding?
I stopped hiding because it stopped me from living to, yes, living my full life. So if I really want to live, then I have to come out.
We have to see you. What was the hardest part of your journey?
The hardest part of my journey is that I have to hide myself to be accepted by others. You know, people have, people.
Yes,
Yes,
they have whom they regard.
yes. So I have to hide some part of me to be accepted by people. I was afraid of rejection. I was afraid of what they would say and all of
It's
that.
normal. Did you ever feel misunderstood?
Yes, absolutely. Like many times, people judged me without knowing my story. People just see the physical healing, but they don't know about the pain behind everything. So people judged me without knowing who I am, and it hurts me a lot.
I'm sure it will. What hurt you the most emotionally?
I lose my mental. It affects my mental health and my confidence. I developed low self-esteem at this
Yeah.
because of all of this.
All the
Yes. So I think that's the way it affects me
emotionally.
emotionally.
How did you survive those moments?
With hope, prayer, and knowing that I have, I can have, purpose in my pain,
Yes.
And that was able to help me to heal. Although healing was one of the biggest challenges I have all through.
Why did you decide to speak out?
I decided to speak out because of the experiences I had during my healing journey. When I call her my mentor that doesn't know me, and I call her my role model. I was inspired by her, and I follow her steps of healing, and I get a total healing that I deserve. And I thought to myself, am I just going to keep this healing to myself? There are many people out there who might not hear her that might hear me.
Yeah.
There are people out there who needs someone with experience to stand out in the gap to lead them towards this healing cool thing. It's not an easy something. I know what it takes for me to get the healing. I know how many times I remain in my old self. I refuse to accept myself. I don't want to accept myself. I know this thing is a normal thing for young ladies, or let's say for ladies as a general, where they'll say there is no way you see a woman and you see mirror. I grew up without mirrors.
What?
Yes, I grew up
Without mirrors.
without mirrors because mirror give me a reflection I don't want to see. Each time I look at the mirror, it gives me a bad day. Each time I look at the mirror, it reminds me of being incomplete.
What inspired you to start My Scars, My Identity?
Thank you for that amazing question. Before I go into the full story of what inspired me to start this, I want to say this, that my Scars, My Identity is not just a brand, but it's a calling. It's not just a brand, it's something that fulfills me. But I come to discover this brand and this thing that fulfilled me at the cost of my healing journey. I met a woman named Munima Buzari from Pakistan. She's an anchor, an advocate for disabilities, and she's on a wheelchair. She had her own stories and everything. I was inspired by her. I've listened to so many motivations, but it never got to me because I have this mindset that they don't understand my pain. They're just saying this to cheer me up. When I had a motivation and I had her speech, her story, I have no reasons not to even heal. She's on a wheelchair. I can even use my own leg, So I see this, journey as something that people get healing who gets your messages when they know you have the experience.
Mm.
They know that this person is speaking out of experience.
Yeah.
This person is speaking. He understand my pain.
Not just the compensation.
Yes, it's not just inspiring me. It's not just saying this to keep me, but this is something. This out of experience.
Yes.
So when people get messages or when they get lead from experience, it's it's
elevate others too.
the healing journey. It makes it more easier,
Mm.
and it's not just a brand. It's a calling.
It is a calling.
It's a calling. I get messages from people that have heard my story. They come to me to give me feedback, appreciate me, and say, thank you for sharing your story with us. I followed these steps of your healing and I got total healing. So if I remember that this is pushing someone out there to get healing, it energize and give me more passion to keep moving.
Definitely. What message do you want people to remember?
I want people to remember that your scars does not reduce your value. Your dreams, your survivor, your healing is something you should be proud of. Is not something you should be ashamed of.
Or something you should hide.
Yes. Be proud of your scars.
Embrace it.
Yes. Because that is your identity.
That is who you are.